Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This daily tarot oracle reading, Tattletales from Tales from the Vector, is a collective or general reading. So just be aware that parts of it may or may not resonate with you. Take what works for you and leave the rest. My goal is to provide valuable information that will empower you. I have already cut or shuffled and washed the cards and cut them. And now we're going to begin with the underlying energy from the bottom of the deck. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles, this energy is a gift from the universe, a gift from God. This is a reward for following your North Star, staying on your path, not giving up. And you can see the path leading through the doorway here. So this is like crossing into a different portal of energy. And so we'll see what this is about. Okay, so we have, I'm just double checking that that is in the right position. There we go. So we have the Wounded Warrior. This is the Nine of Wands. This card has been coming up a lot in my readings. We're really moving, like at this time it's November, moving into December. And we have a full moon coming up soon, and just the energy is like really about moving from one way to another. We have the Wounded Warrior there's 9 wands here, and 8 of those wands are planted, and he's leaning on the 9th. These wands represent actions that you've taken, or it can be actions that others have taken that have caused a lot of work for you. So this is like, these represent action, and this the Wounded Warrior has had to take a lot of action to be able to bring in, if you want to bring in this reward, you're on the right path. You've been, you already are 8 wands in. There's only, and you've got the 9th one across, he's got it across his chest over his heart. So this is the one that, the action that you're focusing now at this time, or this energy, because it's a general reading, this has happened to you in the past, and you're already like presently like with this 9th wand, or in the future you will be here. We have, lots of opportunities coming up because of it. Because you've stayed on your path, you're being rewarded by the universe, by God himself, and you are being rewarded with all of these cups. So these cups each one is filled with a gift, and some of those gifts may be, things that you don't really, opportunities that you would rather not have, and some may be opportunities that you would have, because some of them are dressed as challenges, but challenges are really possibilities in disguise. And this is like saying you're basically an empty vessel right now, like you're really moving into the new energy of this gift. And you have a lot of opportunities, a lot of choices here that you can make. And so this is kind of saying you have to choose one of these cups, or a few of these cups, or all of these cups, whatever, what is it that you want? Yes. And in the past, I'm getting this is representing this energy of being the Wounded Warrior, having to fight for that. I just feel like this time of being left out in the cold is passing. It's either I keep getting past, present, future. So if in the past you were left out in the cold, it's now moving into this new energy. If in the present you are still in this position where you're left out in the cold, it's moving into this new energy. And it can also speak about in the distant or the near future that this energy will be moving out of the cold into this new energy. So it's saying this is happening. This is a reward. You have you're leaning on your 9th pentacle or 9th wand. You only have 1 wand to go. You have a lot more choices now because you stayed on your path. And this is saying stick to it, stay on your path. This card represents tactics that may have come in to influence the reason, like external forces that made it really challenging for you. This can represent people, government, like different rulings, different, just all sorts of energy. The world the way it is right now today, there's just every day on the news you could find a reason why you might not succeed. And you can also find reasons why you could succeed. So this is saying, these, you know, we've got someone here who's on crutches and someone who's on, you know, like they're beggars and they're out in the cold. They could go into the church and ask for assistance, but they're choosing to be, to collaborate with each other and use their combined skills to be able to move forward. I just, we had an incident in Canada here where there was a grizzly bear attack on a group of school children. And one of the teachers fought the grizzly bear off with her crutch, like if you can imagine. So this is the kind of energy we're talking about. Where there's a will, there's a way. And God, and prayers to those people who, those children and the teachers that were attacked. It was a very strange grizzly bear attack. Not common that a grizzly bear would attack an entire group. So it was very challenging, but what they did is they used what they had, and it saved. There's critically injured people, but it saved the situation from becoming worse. That's the kind of energy, like that kind of bravery. And then we have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is a message coming in, and this is a cup of love. Like the cups in the tarot represent an energy of love, but this could be romantic love, or it could be a love of what you like to do, or what you want to do, or who you want to be, and or where you want to be, like actual physical location. And the Page of Cups is, you know, he's holding this cup and he's very focused on it. He knows there's the water behind him. There's quite big waves. He knows there's plenty of fish in the sea, but at this time he is focused on this fish and in this cup. And I feel like this is again this energy of us moving into the new, because we moved out of the age of Pisces back in 2020 into the age of Aquarius, and the Page of Cups is like really embodies that Aquarian energy and enthusiasm for the new. Being able to experiment and, you know, observe, experiment, then, okay, that didn't work, now I'm going to do this. So he's very focused now on the challenges involved in choosing the right cups that will, which of these cups are really going to push him forward into the new. And then we have the Star. So this is about, yes, this is about knowing, you know, being in alignment with the universe and becoming like a star and shining brightly, like born to shine kind of energy. So the communication has come in that there is this big opportunity here, opportunities actually, and the star is pouring, you notice, from two vessels. And one of them is from the universal waters. She's got her right foot, which is about your actions, in the water. Like she's accepting this gift is what it's saying. And then the left foot is on the ground, representing the earth. So this is talking about bringing this gift from heaven down to earth. It's a whole new world. There we go. So the World is the 21st card in the major arcana of the tarot, and the World represents a cycle ending. And the cycle ending is like the 21st card represents that there's a big change coming. There's and it's like new opportunities. And when the Fool begins the journey on the arcana, and they get to the 21st card of the major arcana, it means they've completed a cycle, and now a new cycle is beginning. And so that's the energy that we're moving into. And we have conception. There we have it. This is the Eight of Wands. This is represents actions that you've taken. This represents conception. This can represent like a pregnancy, like an actual physical pregnancy. And this is fire. This is the energy of movement. And these 8 wands, I feel, are these 8 wands here. I was wondering, I felt like this card might show up. So it's saying that the actions that you've taken in the past, these 8 here, and staying on your path, you're now being rewarded for that. And you've been given this like 9th, this new pentacle. And so this cycle of feeling left out in the cold and trying to figure out why that is now moving into a whole new energy. And it's one of like pregnancy, like possibilities. And so this is really awesome. I'm building a pyramid here with this spread, and this is the bottom line here. This bottom row represents what do you have right now that you can use to get this underlying energy. And so you have learned a lot, and this is the energy that's coming up, is because you stayed on your path and you didn't give up when you felt like you wanted to, I'm sure. It's bringing all these new possibilities coming in, and it's going to feel like a whole new world. Fulfillment, yay. So this is going to bring you fulfillment that you've always wanted, like that. So this 4 of Wands represents fulfillment, and it can also represent marriage. And what this card is saying here, you'll notice that the people are on the other side of these 2 pillars that are made by these 4 wands. This represents an 1111 portal. This is a portal of energy, of a choice of moving forward and using everything that you have to be able to get the reward that you want here. And you notice they're on the other side already. They've crossed through. There's the castle. And this is saying, okay, you're well on your way here. This row that we're working on is the obstacles, and it's saying basically the obstacles that kept you out in the cold have been removed, and you're already like this is what is going to happen for your manifestation. And it's talking about at this time we are in a Mercury retrograde, and Mercury retrograde quite often will scramble communication. But more importantly, Mercury retrograde says at this time it would benefit you to really go inward because you've entered this new world. So you don't want to be acting like you're in battle all the time, like you've had to do in the past. And quite often Mercury in retrograde energy takes us back into the past, and it reflects light on it. And so it's saying that, okay, you've crossed through this portal of this new energy, but now what you want to do to get this fulfillment is just know when to ease off, know when to back off a little bit. The hermit climbs the mountain to be with God. And then once he gets enlightenment and he knows exactly what to do, then he comes down from the mountain. And you notice that he is standing on way less snow here. So the snow is melting, because God is the sun, like is represented by the sun, by the light. And you notice how bright yellow this card is. It's the first card here that is like really bright yellow. And this is representing this reward that came in. Really good energy. Yes, and you see again, we have that sunlight in the background. So this is the Queen of Pentacles holding this pentacle. So pentacles represent health, wealth, happiness. And the Queen of Pentacles, she is very focused also on this pentacle. And while the information that came in of this cup from the universe, this new way of being, is the Queen of Pentacles is focused. Okay, how she's gone inward is what's coming up. The Queen of Pentacles is well known for being able to really make something out of nothing. And so she's focusing, okay, this is only one pentacle, but this pentacle is full of opportunity, and what is the best way for me to get the most out of it? The Queen of Pentacles is focused on quality over quantity. So she knows that if she doesn't take any action until she knows, or she's studied this a little bit, how best can I utilize the energy of this reward that just came in, and how can I get the most of these opportunities? Really good energy. And then we have the King of Wands. Stella, get off the table, please. My cat is sitting here. You're not supposed to be on the table. Get off. Come on. Off. Get off. Stella. Okay, you can stay, but be quiet then. She wants to stay. Sorry for the interruption. So the King of Wands is here now. And this is kind of interesting because the Queen of Pentacles is really focused on the pentacle. And the King of Wands is looking into the future. They're not looking at each other. I feel like when the kings and queens come in like this, you need to remember that they're archetypes. So the queen could actually be a male in his feminine energy, and the king could be a female in their masculine energy, as well as a male and a masculine and a female in the feminine. Thank you, Stella. She says, I'm going. She's not getting the attention that she wants. You see this? That's the energy coming in. They're not looking at each other. I feel this might be one person embodying the qualities of the Queen of Pentacles and her focus on this pentacle, and then getting ready to make a movement forward, because the King of Wands is very charismatic, and he loves action, but he's also visionary. He's always looking into the future. So he's not even looking back at this at all. There's no doubt. It's kind of like, no, I'm ready to go. Like, quit holding me up. I'm ready to go. So this could be a couple that are wanting, and the King of Wands is ready to, he's made his decision. He knows, he's already, you can see from the body language, I'm ready to get up and go. And she's still contemplating. But it's Mercury retrograde, so hey. Yeah, there you have it. And so I feel like these opportunities coming in here, and it kind of being on this, being left out in the cold, is like, this has been something that's been very challenging. And the Queen of Pentacles does not want to go back. She doesn't want to lose this opportunity. That's why she's really using her thoughts. The swords represent the mental thoughts that people have. And this energy often speaks of a never-ending nightmare. But I feel like because it has been, like, whatever has happened to leave her feeling left out in the cold, she doesn't want to go back. And so she's thinking about, okay, you know, what if this happens? What if that happens? What happened? Like that kind of energy. And so this is it's good that she's reflecting on this pentacle and what happened and where things went wrong, basically. And this can also represent now, because we have the King of Wands here, that there's, you know, in the wee hours of the morning is quite often when we get like these insights from the universe, from God, like the Holy Spirit speaks to us. And we'll wake up from a dream, and like this person could have just woken up and got this insight, and now they're like, oh, I got to remember all the steps that I was shown in this dream. And you notice like there's 9 of them here, just like the 9 actions here. And I feel like this is the energy of a single person, possibly. It doesn't have to be, but this is one option of you. You've been rewarded with this. You're studying it. You want to take action, and you're looking forward, but you want to make sure that you get this insight before you make a move forward. I feel like because the Hermit showed up here first, that this is now you've got the insight that you need. And if you look at it, this row here is actually the obstacles that you're going to face to bring this reward into being. I feel like you've mulled over it, Okay, there we have it. So this is talking about this and that energy. Am I going to go this way or am I going to go that way? But what you can't see is there isn't just this and that. There's a lot of options here. See all the swords here? So this energy, I just feel like this is saying in the past, you could only see it either I have to do this or I have to do that. But now that you've gone inward and you've gained this insight, you're ready to move forward into a place where you're going to move forward with your intuition, with the logical steps that you need to take. And you're going to be able to see that there's many options here. There's way more than just 2 options. This is really good. So this is really innovative thinking. And, you know, that focus is paying off. Yes, and now the Ace of Wands. Okay, now the Ace of Wands comes in. So this is like, hey, here's another gift from the universe because you listened to your intuition and you held back until you recognize, oh, okay, I have a really good idea of where I'm going to go. Now I'm ready to take action. This is saying, this is confirming, yes, you're ready to take action. You've mulled over this long enough. It's time for a passion for new discovery. It's saying, here is, you have all the information. It's sitting right on this information. You have all the information you need now to be able to move forward and embrace all these opportunities and not do it like the wounded warrior. You're not just going to see this or that. You're going to see, oh, there's all these different ways that I could go after this. Us, of course, the devil now has smelled your money. Because they can feel, okay, there's an energy here now of like, okay, now perhaps the people that left you out in the cold are like going, huh, that's crazy. This person has now got lots of opportunities here. How can we cash in on these opportunities? That's exactly how I'm reading it. And because this person clearly, like if you have a lot of people that combine their resources and this person is only really one person or a couple, then, and they're coming out of hard times, you know, that if the devil can find enough minions to do his dirty work for him, then we can get into a position of taking this pentacle with the ideas that this energy came up with. Whenever the devil comes up, I always cover it. Oh, here we go. I love this tarot reading. This is awesome. So we have, look at this, we have 3 aces now. And I was just going to say, I like to cover the devil because you're never going to get the truth from him. So there's no point of entertaining that energy. When I put the next card down, it's either going to show me who are the minions that this person has sent in, or who has God sent in to prevent the devil from getting what he wants. And this is the Ace of Swords. This is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. So this is saying what I was saying about was the truth, and you're aware of it. You're going to continue on your path, and you're going to ignore that energy. You're not even like, it's just coming up. Don't even entertain it. Put the hard work in, and work smart now. Okay, like work smart. Keep putting the work in. Putting the work in is what got you here. Not putting work in and trying to steal it from others is not going to get you there. It'll appear to be maybe for a while, but eventually, you know, it won't. And I feel like this energy can sometimes, this is the only pentacle card in the tarot where they're actually working on the actual coin. So this is about making money. This is about making money, I feel like in this instance, in a new way. And it's kind of like these are all the pentacles that you know you have to work on, and you're working on the second one. You've already started working on this one, and now like this energy of ascending the ladder is going to come in for you. So you're on your way, and this row represents like the actual courage to be able to manifest this. And with God and the universe behind your back, it's meant to be. You have the tools, is what that's saying. And now we have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, this is saying again, and look at the difference in the energy, the color again, from this fulfillment to this. This is all like really, really strong energy. So this is saying like the King of Pentacles is now with the Queen of Pentacles. You see that energy? So I feel again, this could be like different people, but this also could represent this energy here where the Queen is now no longer focused on her feminine energy and her intuitive energy so much, but she's now focused on taking action and working on these pentacles to take in a masculine way, like taking action on the 3D world to make this one pentacle here, you notice, is now in this energy of being the king, using the masculine energy, which is action. The feminine energy is attracting. It's a magnet that attracts the reward, and the masculine energy is an energy of taking action, like making shift happen on the planet, like bringing this gift from heaven down to earth. And because the King of Pentacles is known for their business acumen, for being able to handle money, because the more money you have, the more responsibility you have to be able to handle it wisely. This is really awesome energy. Yes, and then we have the 3 swords in the heart, and I really feel like this can be like very disturbing image when you first see it. This is about having the courage. I feel like when you look at this, you recognize, oh, okay, wait a minute, it's not as bad as it looks, because there are 3 swords here, but they're very small. It's like the heart is really big for the size of the swords. So these sometimes can actually represent kind of the arrows of Eros, like the cupids that are shooting the arrows of romance. It sometimes can represent that. So perhaps the Queen and King of Pentacles are getting together because they both love money and they're both wanting to work on it. So this can represent a business opportunity and a marriage, or a business opportunity or a marriage. It could also just represent this one person embracing this fulfillment so that they can get the ultimate fulfillment once they've accomplished this. And this energy, it looks sort of like there's a cliff and then there's like this cloud above it, but this can also look like shoulders and a throat, and the heart is in the throat, and here is the head. And the head, this is about not thinking so much and being able to speak your truth. And I also feel like this is representing the ability, this energy here of the subconscious mind, which are the thoughts that you've had since you were a child. And those thoughts are actually belonging to the people that were in your care, because most of us don't remember who we were when we were like up to 7 years old. But the people around us that looked after us tell us how we behaved and who we were. And then unconscious thoughts are on a spiritual side, like, you know, being able to bring this spiritual energy into being. And then we have the conscious mind, which are all the thoughts. And when the subconscious, unconscious, and conscious mind come together in the heartfelt desires, and you start speaking it into being. And I'm getting that's exactly what's happening here. This reading's pretty clear. Yeah. And this is the heart's desires that we're moving into now, this row. So this is having the courage to go after total fulfillment, not just fulfillment in the physical world, but fulfillment in the spiritual world as well, and combine them. And so this can be saying this is someone that's reflecting on all the work they put in to gather these 6 pentacles and the 7th one here. And this is like that, I feel, represents these ones, and this is the new one that's being handed here. So the pentacles don't just represent money. The pentacles represent the energy of health, wealth, happiness, total abundance, like having love in your life as well as the physical material things. And so this person is reflecting upon, I feel like the times when he was more innocent and perhaps naive and wasn't aware of this, you know, really how shifty people can really be. And this is a reflection also that these three aces coming in are saying, you know, congratulations for maintaining your innocence in this and not becoming like that and not becoming bitter. This is like, I'd rather be better than bitter. So looking at all the energy that was put into this, and was it worth it? And he said, yes, it was worth it, because what you learned from all this is allowing you now to really pour that energy into this gift here. And that's what this person is already in the process of doing. And there we have it. It's been a long time coming. This is the Knight of Pentacles. And that's, you notice his horse is at a standstill. So he is, you know, surveying the territory. And this is sitting on this energy here of the Queen, also sitting on this pentacle. But now this pentacle has been to work. So this has been a long time coming. This is the slowest night out of all the nights, of the 4 nights. And this energy is saying, yeah, this was worth it. It was a lot of work. You know, there was a lot that happened, and they're reflecting on, okay, now I understand what I could have done differently had I had the knowledge from these pentacles. But no, there's still only 6 pentacles here and 1 at the feet. So it was better to learn this before I have like all of these pentacles, because now I'll take action in a different way. So this is learning from your mistakes. Yeah, and this whole death thing sitting on here, and this is the Devil card underneath. This is saying, no, this energy of being naive is over, and we're in a new way. We're in a new world that you are moving forward now in this new way, and you are going after your heart's desires. Congratulations. This is really an awesome reading. I love to see this. This energy is, the Death card can look really scary too, but really the flag he's carrying, the Grim Reaper is carrying, is a flag of, you know, the light, you know, after the tunnel. And so, and you have the sun there, and you have the 2 pillars there. This energy of passing through this portal, that you've passed through it and you're well on your path. You've always, I'm getting that you've always been on your path, but you didn't have the education or the information that you needed to be able to move forward. And you'll see, like, there's the people that are looking at the Grim Reaper, this older woman, she's looking away because she doesn't want this change, but this young child has a bloom, and they're saying to the Grim Reaper, thank you for showing up. I want something new. I want to be in this new energy and start, and it's not starting over again. It's starting like as if you're a young child. It's starting from where you were. And the king being trampled like this is just saying, the way the old energy was, that's gone. It's now going to, and this can be speaking more on a global level, that you know, this energy, because again, this is collective. Yes, and it's been a long time coming, so it's required a lot of patience. The Temperance card is Sagittarius energy, and the wand represents these actions. So this is like staying on your path has allowed this energy to come in, and you've had to be patient. And this is saying you're being rewarded for your patience. And this is about, I feel like the pouring of the vessels is the this or that, combining them to recognize, oh, okay, now that I have more information, the more information you have, the more energy you have, the more energy the universe is pouring into it. Really, this is about your heartfelt desires, choosing that. Like this card can sometimes say, don't sell yourself short now. Look how tall these wands are, right? And how small these people are. Your dreams or your reality now, when this card comes up, is showing that, you know, everything that you have wanted as a young child, you could have. You know, when you're a young child and you look up at adults and they look so tall, but then when you become taller than them when you grow up, you're looking down at it. And you're able to, when you're looking down on something like that, when your view is from above, you are able to see things way more clearly. Yes, and the sun comes in. So the sun represents God, this energy here, that this is a gift that you've earned. This is something, again, this child here, that you've wanted since you were a child, and this is reconfirming, like this is like, whoa, boom. You waited, you stayed on your path. That's why now you're going to be blessed. God is blessing you with favor after favor after favor, and you deserve it. And then we have, the regret. So this card here is letting go of any regrets from the past, taking these two cups that are standing and leaving these three behind. So this energy is saying you might be doing things differently from how you have in the past, but I feel like these cups here are representing, perhaps you're going to bring in a partner now, and you're going to, on top of having all this abundance in the physical, you're also going to have the love that you want and perhaps a partner that you want. It's saying, stay on the path. Look at, there's a bridge there, and the troubled waters are running underneath the bridge. You know, go here. And this energy in the background, there's a castle, and it's half crumbling and half standing. And that's representing is you know, your attitude of the glass being half full rather than half empty is really paying off. And then we have, yes, the King of Swords. So the King of Swords, again, now, like that's really cool how this energy is. You know, we've got the King of Wands when it's time to take action, and then we've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, which represents a very stable relationship, like in the 3D world, but that relationship is focused like on the material world. And now this is talking about not overthink, like the King of Swords is sitting on the throne, and it's kind of like the energy, if this was one person embodying all of this, that you've married yourself, you've come together, you're not overthinking things anymore. You're an authority figure now. Like you feel like, okay, I know exactly what to do, and you're actually in a position now where you can advise others and give really strong advice, like professional advice. So sometimes this could represent someone that, like, you may have stayed in school and had to work, you know, 2 jobs to be able to pay for your university and that kind of, you know, your student loans, etc. And now it's, you know, you're ready. It's saying like you are like the King of Swords now. You can cut through the bullshit, and you can use your words instead of your fists, you know. You don't have to fight anymore. You can just speak it into being, is what I'm getting. Yeah, and your courage has paid off. It's saying, again, this fulfillment has taken a while, but your patience and your courage to reach back into the lion's mouth, her reaching into the lion's mouth. The lion represents the fears that are held from childhood. And I'm just getting, in this instant, it's about failing at what we've always wanted and having that fear of failing, but being able to face that fear and go after the infinite potential. And this is kind of like the crowning glory, you know. We're getting very close to the top here. Yeah. And it's saying like this, because these both are on the regret, crying over spilt milk. And I'm just getting again, like this represents a mental prison, very similar. You see how similar it is to this card. So this is saying that in the past you've been in a mental prison, and that energy is over. Like this energy here, you don't need to worry anymore. You never did need to worry, really. If you've ever noticed, if you wake up and you lay awake or you can't sleep and you're laying there and you're worrying, it usually doesn't do much good. It actually sends a message to the universe that you enjoy worrying. Give me something else to worry about. No, this is saying now, like this, giving up this attitude of regret because things are gone. And it's right, it's in between God and the authority sword, right? The authority of all the thinking, saying you are the authority of your own thinking. You control your mind. Your mind does not control you, and you are not bound to it. You have had the courage to look into it. So, because a lot of times when people start having success, then they become even more worried. And this is saying, you know, the reason you have all this energy coming in, these gifts from the universe, is because you let go of the worry, and you left it to God, to your divine path. And there we have it. Now this person is at the 9 of Cups, so there's only one more cup to go. But this energy is saying again, when people become successful, it sounds weird, but sometimes when people become successful and they feel like they're almost at their goal, that's when they give up. And this is saying you have to keep your focus here, and you have to not fall back into the old habits of worrying. You need to keep going and be on your path, because this is a card, your wish is coming true, but you don't have it yet. Because when people are wishing for something, it means they don't have it yet. And you don't want to be caught in this wishing loop. You don't want to be leaking your energy. You want to remain focused and keep going. And you will get that 10 and have this ultimate fulfillment. So this is saying keep going and keep moving forward in the way that you have, like in this new way. And your success is guaranteed. You're highly favored. And so the odds are with you, basically. And so the wounded warrior is no more. And this is about making choices, this or that. And that energy is gone now. Now you recognize you have way more than just 2 choices. This energy, it's required a lot of patience. God has always been there for you. This is your destiny. This is the path. Let go of the worry. Don't fall back into old habits of worry. You're not duty bound to your worry. You're almost there. Keep going. Here, it's required a lot of strength from you, a lot of courage to face your shadow side from your childhood. And you've got really good control of your mind now. You're controlling your mind. Your mind's not controlling you. And was it worth putting all this work in? Oh, for sure, because you're not starting from over from like when you were a brand new child, starting over. You have all this knowledge here now, and you know how to use it. And this is speaking about your conscious, subconscious, and unconscious mind being in congruency with your heart desires. And when that happens, that's when major shift happens for fulfillment. Not just for material, or not just for your spiritual, but combining that energy for true fulfillment. And I feel like this is saying, you know, you're at the 8 of Wands now. You still need to keep this attitude to be able to fulfill, you know, the total gift that you're being given here. And so this energy, this is awesome energy. I hope you're enjoying this. If you do, if you are enjoying this, please like and comment. It really, really empowers me to build my channel. And I'm going to clarify these cards now with my oracle, Tales from the Vector. And this is an oracle I started in 2007, courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. There are 64 paintings, some of them very big dragons, so it's taken me a while. I completed the last 64th painting in 2020, and I'm working towards bringing it out now, and I'm working on the information that I provide to go with it. So the cards I have that I'm clarifying with are numbers of the paintings that you can go to talesfromthevector.com, T-A-I-L-S, from thevector.com, and you can look up the paintings and see what they look like if you're interested. And also, there's some extra information there that might empower you some more. Okay, let's check here. I'm just, whoop. Well, now this card really flew out. There we go. So this is, okay, so this is clarifying the energy of the gift coming in from the universe for this reading. It flew out. I almost didn't catch it. So this is talking about the karmic space. Karmic spaces are like human beings just fall into these spaces quite easily. And this is giving yourself total permission for your authentic desires. That's awesome. That's like an awesome energy. And then, whoa, it flew out so fast. Like I knocked my reading off. Okay, so we have the energy of the wounded warrior here being clarified. And that is deception. So this is a tactic, and when you're out in the cold, quite often there's tactics that have been used. And this is, it's interesting because the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles energy, this is saying, you know, kiss me good, like witches and their broomsticks. So this is kind of talking about perhaps there was some energy from a couple that wanted your money and they deceived you in some way, or deceived others into tricking you to take it from you. Interesting. We have Gemini. Doesn't have to be, but that's what came out right away here. And so Gemini is actually the energy we're moving into full moon on December 4th, and that is the Gemini, and it's moving into Gemini. And that's reminding me right now also that to tell you, if you're interested in astrological readings, I have posted the first 6 of my first astrological readings for the zodiac. And in the next couple days, I'll have all 12 signs out there, so keep an eye out for that. I'll put one of those in my the end screen, so you can see what they look like. And those readings are for the beginning of December. And on December 4th, we have a full moon coming in. So this energy is, this Gemini energy is coming up. It's going to be in the near future here. And also, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And we're still in that Mercury retrograde right now. So like, yeah, this is really clarifying. You want to make sure you have creative solutions as well as logic. And it's also clarifying that, yes, when this energy happened to you, that you were like a kindergarten person. You were just learning. So don't, recognize, okay, that's where I was at, but I'm way smarter now. And then we've got the Scorpio energy. So the Scorpio energy is sitting on this focus. So Scorpio energy is about wanting to unite. It's very deep energy, Scorpio could be that energy with kindergarten children is not, that's conquering energy. Of course, like if you're a grown adult and you take advantage of someone who's like at a kindergarten age, you're going to win. You're most likely to. And so this energy is saying, as you get this gift, make sure that you stay in the really strong Scorpio energy, which is about uniting, because that's what Scorpio does best. elevating yourself, elevating others, rather than trying to conquer. So this is really good advice. And then we have expectations. So in the past, you may have been on your journey, and sometimes you were expecting things to happen a certain way, or you expected that the people around you had good intentions for you, and you didn't have any expectations of people just being, you know, downright nasty. Really, it's coming up really nasty energy. So it's like taking candy from a child sort of energy. So the expectations always will create limitations. And that was part of the reason why you had such a struggle. But that's also part of the reason why you're getting this have a new way of thinking. Because once you experience one way and you find a better way, you're not going to be foolish anymore. Now you're going to be foolhardy. You're still you were on the right journey, but you were just a little bit naive is what's coming up. Yeah, there are some blind spots here. Some of the actions you took, you couldn't see the full reason. Scotomas are blind spots in the eyes, and so most of us can't even notice them, so we don't even notice that we're not seeing 100%. And this also speaks of the energy of the entire universe. I mean, we have all that dark energy, and everybody's, oh, it's just empty. No, it's not empty. It's full of energy. And so what you can't see, you know, that's this energy coming up here. Because you have eyes, you cannot see. Sometimes you need to go inward, right? And it's also saying that moving forward with your actions, the rear view mirror is smaller than the windshield for good reason. Learn from the past, but don't wallow in it. Move forward. Using that, what you learned, and you know, applying that so that you get the fulfillment you want. This is again talking about that insightful energy from the third eye, and I'm getting it's being shown here. Sometimes we overthink things. We think, oh, it's either this or that because we can only see this or that. But when you recognize that there's about another 95% of the universe that you're not seeing the full spectrum of light, for one thing. And the full spectrum of light represents God. So a lot of times, like, we don't know what God's plan is. It seems like, oh, nothing, like everything's going wrong or whatever, but, you know, we don't have the full picture. Dissension. So yeah, there's tactics, and it's saying with friends like this, who needs enemies? So you were swimming with some sharks. The good news is, when you're swimming, like, the chances of you actually being attacked by a shark are like very, very rare. But if you're swimming with human sharks, then you have to recognize that sometimes the information that you're getting, there's some dissension there. And this is about divide and conquer energy. This energy from the Scorpio energy, when Scorpio energy is in an energy of being conquer rather than elevate, this energy becomes like scrambling the information, causing friends to start arguing with each other, and I'm getting also you arguing with yourself. And then we have the energy of Virgo. And so the Virgo energy, again, is in Mercury. Like, both of these, see, they're sitting right on top of each other here on this energy. And so, and then when the truth comes in, this energy, boom, it's over. So what this is, okay, you're a young adult now, okay, and you're ready to contribute. And, you know, you can take some analytical critique, but when people start piling anal criticism on you, sometimes that's a tactic that people use. If you know, anyone can handle a flake or two, but when you start having these tactics being used on you, and it's people combining together to cause dissension regarding you, or also within you, is what I'm getting. And so, yeah, like, really, with friends like this, who does need enemies, right? Watch out for the sharks that are people. And then we have the Hangman, because don't forget, we also had the devil covered by God here. So I feel like there is some minions set in. And I just want to say that when these astrological cards come up in a collective reading like this, I consider them more to be about the energy of the state of being and the stage of life energy. Although, you know, in your personal situation, it could be that, you know, there was a Virgo, Gemini, and Scorpio people that were involved in this. Having said that, I'm just saying this is a general reading. So I'm focusing on the energies of these signs, or like the stage of life. So the Hangman is coming in, and this is where I feel like God steps in, right? And so the Hangman energy is hanging upside down from the tree of life, getting the information from God so that you get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. That's when God's not going to bring these big rewards in until you're aware of this energy. So cool. And then look at that. And now, because of that, you're foolhardy now. Now you can anticipate your journey. You can anticipate what you're doing because you don't have expectations anymore to limit you. Now you're moving forward with this new energy, and like it's a whole new world now for you because you are smarter. And when we become smarter, we do better. And that's the point of life. It's not something to beat yourself up over. Yeah, degradation. So take the shame off you. And if you have it in your heart to forgive. Forgiveness is actually for yourself, for being, you know, naive or whatever, and for trusting people maybe that didn't have your best interests at heart. And so you know, when the degradation really doesn't belong to a kindergarten child, shouldn't have to feel ashamed because an adult picked on them, you know? So when you forgive, it puts the energy back, it gives it back to who it belongs to, and you just get to move on. Because the more you focus on this energy sent in, like from the devil, basically, what God is saying, it's covered now. You know better, move forward and take the shame off yourself and move forward and be proud of yourself. You've stayed on your path and you're doing really well. God's proud of you. That's the most important thing. The universe is is rewarding you because you have stayed on your path, even though it was really challenging. So the lack of awareness is, you know, never underestimate the power of willful ignorance. So there was a lot of missed opportunities because of this energy, but now all of those opportunities are being replaced and multiplied. There's a lot of money here now. Now you're not going to lose one pentacle. Now, you know, like if you would have had this opportunity too soon, there's a good chance it would have been taken from you and you would have lost everything. But now you are aware. This is sitting right on this here, the subconscious, unconscious, and conscious mind congruent with your heart's desires. This is awesome. I love this reading. This is perfect. The sun is coming in now and shining light on all of this, and we got the sun on both sides here. You notice that? Saying no regrets anymore, move forward. You have the skills you need. You're not bound by your mistakes from the past. That's how we learn. And then we have the Cancer. Yes, the adolescent. So this is talking about become engaged in your life. And this maybe you're getting engaged to someone. You know, that it could be that kind of energy. And you're ready to have full fulfillment. That the Cancer, the adolescent energy, is engaged versus entrenched. So you can, you know, if you've ever been around adolescent girls and they're just about to start their cycles, they can be very up and down. Having been one myself, I can attest to that. And so this is saying, you know, really take control of your emotions, like, and be in a place where you use your feeling to be able to use your intuition. And I'm getting this energy. I sometimes was considering doing bonuses for the astrological readings I'm doing, and I've been thinking, should I do one for the full moon on December 4th? And this is kind of confirming it, because this is talking, I feel like that first week in December is going to be quite profound shift in energy. And for the last card, we have an energetic upgrade. The Magician is coming in and saying, you know, you're at the top of the pyramid here. As long as you keep your focus and you keep moving forward in this new energy, the magic of all these opportunities and these opportunities you're being given by the universe are assured. I love this reading. This is an awesome reading. It's uplifting for everyone. You know, this is really nice, really good energy going into the full moon, because the full moon is about releasing what isn't working for you and moving forward to make, you know, some more shift happen. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading as much as I have. If you have, please do like and comment, and consider subscribing if you resonate with the energy. I will have another reading for you tomorrow. Bye for now.